Hi, everybody, and welcome to BHC Today for Tuesday. I'm Pastor Dave Simpson. Well, I had been thinking a lot about this past Wednesday. And when Wednesday came, I spent all day thinking about my dad. On Wednesday, May 28th, my dad would have turned 100 years old. He was born on May 28th, 1925, and he passed away much too soon at the age of 65 at the Veterans Hospital on Indian School and 7th Street here in Phoenix. My dad was a great man. He was an Army veteran. He served and fought in 3 wars and raised a family of 7 in Yuma, Arizona. And I was thinking about him on May 28th. I remember calling my sisters and we talked about him. And you just couldn't believe that had he lived, he would have been 100 years old. I mean, many things I can't believe. I kind of had a milestone birthday last year. I turned 60. And, you just can't hardly believe it. But when I was thinking about my dad and that 100 years mark, it just made me think of a song that was one of my very favorites from my favorite Christian group of all time, the Imperials. The Imperials had a song that they recorded back in the 80s called The Same Old-Fashioned Way. And I loved this. The singer, David Will, he sang this as a solo. And I'd actually sang it in church several times myself. But the chorus of the song says, "I still love you, Lord, in the same old-fashioned way. And I know that I could never, ever feel any other way. And even if I could live to be 100 years or more, I'd still love you, Lord, in that same old-fashioned way." I don't know how old you are, but do you remember back on the time that you were saved? Do you have those feelings that you have when Jesus came into your life and he changed your life? I can remember that, and I can remember those days when I was in my teens and my early 20s and just was introduced to contemporary Christian music, and it just became so real, and the music was a big part of that experience that I had with the Lord. But I've always loved that song, to think that even if I could live to be 100 years or more, that, Lord, I'd still love you, Lord, in that same old-fashioned way. Matter of fact, when this video is over with, I'm going to play for you that song, and I hope that you enjoy it. But it just got me thinking about the Lord. And, I've done several of these devotions where I just talk about the fact that God's faithful, that he never changes. But that's just a good word to hear again today, especially when you go through red letter days like May 28th or your birthday or sometime. But just to know that the Bible says in Hebrews 13:8, and that we have confidence that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Whatever you're going through, just know that the same God that brought you through before is the same God that can bring you through today. And he's the same God that's going to be with you. He's going to walk alongside of you. He's going to love you through anything that you go through tomorrow. Well, I hope, I don't know, maybe I don't, but yeah, I do. I hope that I can live to be 100 years or more. I think I would bug my kids for a long time if I could do that. But I hope you're in good health. I hope God is blessing you today. I wish you many years in the future and God's blessing. But I just want to leave you here with this song called The Same Old-Fashioned Way. And I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.
There's a place in the back of my mind, a little corner that's reserved for all time. It's home sweet home, precious memories, oh so fine. just some things I cannot leave behind. And I still love you, Lord, in the same old-fashioned way. And I know that I could never, ever feel any other way. And even if I could live to be 100 years or more, I still love you, Lord, in the same old-fashioned way. Father Time, he grows older every day. Yes, it does. And you know, he says that I've changed. Well, I guess, and so have you. But as time runs out on this life of mine, I know my love for Jesus will be the same. And I still love you, Lord, in the same old-fashioned way. And I know that I could never, ever feel, I just couldn't feel any other way. And even if I could live to be 100 years or more,